to another What I Eat in a Day video. I am excited to share today's video because it's going to be all about lazy vegan recipes, because I know a lot of you are super busy with work, school, etc., and you just want recipes that are really quick and easy. So I personally don't honestly spend all that much time on my meals most of the days, so I want to share some quick recipes that you can make in 5 minutes or less. Well, some of them are going to take a little bit longer than that, like dinner is going to take longer than 5 minutes, but lunch and breakfast are like 5 minutes to make, so easy and really nourishing. I'm also excited to be bringing you today's video in partnership with my friends at SIGMATIC. You guys know I love SIGMATIC. I've talked about them before on the channel. I use them almost daily in my life, just like anyway. And what I love about them and why I feel like they fit so perfectly into today's video is that they come in those little to-go packets, so they make things really easy to use. And it's a great way to get in a ton of superfoods, medicinal mushrooms, all that good stuff on the go. And because they're in those little sachet packets, you can take them with you. They're pre-portioned. They're just so easy. So I'm going to be incorporating some of their products into my recipes today. And if you guys are interested in checking out SIGMATIC, make sure to use the link that is in the description box. That will get you 15% off your order. And I've linked it down below for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into breakfast and how I started my day. So I did a super early workout this morning and I had to go downtown to Chelsea. So I decided to make a little mocha before I worked out. I love this mocha. It does have a little bit of coffee, which I don't normally drink, but it tastes really good. And I just made it in my little frother. So I take one of the packets of the SIGMATIC, add it in there, top it with some almond milk and some water, and then just put it in my frother thing, put it in my to-go cup, and I've got coffee on the go, and it tastes like hot chocolate, and it's delicious, and it's great for pre-workout. So I just got back from my walk with Trevi and I thought that I would make a little bit of breakfast. I'm craving something really easy. I usually do smoothie bowls, but today I think I might do a smoothie bowl for lunch. I'm not sure. But I'm gonna make some golden milk chia pudding, and I'm going to use the SIGMATIC golden milk, which is so good. I love it. I actually have it almost every single night after dinner, but it's also really good in things like oatmeal and chia pudding. So I'm gonna make a quick chia pudding, and then I'm gonna hop in the shower and I'll probably top it with yogurt and banana and all that good stuff. So let me show you how to make it. All right, so for the chia pudding, we're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of chia seeds in a bowl, followed by 2 tablespoons of quick cooking oats. You could also use hemp seeds if you wanted, but I like the oats in this recipe. And then we'll also add in 1 packet of the mushroom golden latte mix. It has turmeric and a bunch of other really good goodies. So this is what's gonna make our golden milk chia pudding. And from there, we will add in a little bit of cinnamon. I love adding cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice to my ingredients. And then I just top it with a little bit of maple syrup for sweetness and some almond milk, and stir this all together until it's completely combined and let it sit for 10 to 15 minutes. I'll just shower and get ready for the day while this sits on the counter, and then when I'm ready to eat it, it's ready to go and nice and thick. So before I hop in the shower, I just want to mention that that is one of the things that I love about SIGMATIC, is that these packets can really be used in anything. They are directed on the back to be put with hot water or in a tea or a smoothie or something, but you can really mix them into anything. You can mix them into chia pudding or oatmeal. You can add them into your baked goods. You can use the mushrooms in dressings even. So they're really versatile, and you get a whole bunch of nutrition in one little packet. I love using this as a latte because you guys have seen that before, but it's also delicious with other breakfast foods. Once it's all nice and thick, you can top it with whatever toppings you like. I actually like putting this into a parfait style jar. I don't know why, I just really enjoy eating it this way. So I put all of mine into a jar, and then I topped it with some coconut yogurt. I love the Koyo brand. I've mentioned it before, but it's so thick and creamy. And then I finished it off with some sliced up banana, a sprinkle of coconut, and a sprinkle of cacao nibs, and then a generous drizzle of almond butter to finish it off. And this was so good. It was looked gourmet, it tasted gourmet, it was super high in protein, super high in fiber, really filling, and I loved the golden milk flavor. It was just so delicious. And you guys, lazy meal, even though it doesn't look like it, because it literally takes like 5 seconds to make. Matcha is my pretty standard matcha latte today. It's just some matcha powder, followed up with my monk fruit extract, as well as some pumpkin pie spice. And I'm also adding in some tocos, which I really like. And then I'm using the SIGMATIC lion's mane packet. I love lion's mane in the morning because it's great for mental clarity, really great for energy, and I just really like how it makes me feel. So I'm gonna do a whole packet of that. And then I also add in my coconut butter for creaminess, of course, top it with my hot water, blend everything up until it is smooth and creamy and frothy and delicious and so good, and then pour it into my giant purple soup-sized mug. And that is my favorite part of the day, you guys. I love my matcha so much. All right, it's lunchtime, and my quick and go-to lunch and dinner usually are tacos. Tacos are so easy to make. They literally take 5 minutes, and they can just be with whatever you have on hand. So I'm gonna use some tortillas that I have in my freezer. I like siete tortillas, but you could use any kind of tortilla you like. We're gonna use some hummus as our base. We're gonna use salsa, and we're gonna heat up a few black beans, and then I usually just throw on some greens and avocado and call it a day. Honestly, could not be easier. Like, you can make them in under 10 minutes and they are so good. You can flavor them with spices if you want. And tacos, I just love tacos. Don't you just love tacos? They're like my favorite meal ever. So let's go ahead and see how to make them. So for our tacos, I decided to actually use some smoked tofu, which I had in the fridge. I just didn't feel like opening a can of beans. So I just sliced up a block of smoked tofu. You could use whatever kind of protein you want. And once it was into strips, I wanted to heat it up quickly, so I just put it in a pan and just seared it on both sides with nothing in the pan. It just like basically to get it warm. It takes like maybe 30 seconds per side. And then my tortillas that I'm using are siete, like I mentioned. I am using the chickpea variety. I really like these. However, they are a little flaky and crumbly, which is strange because other packages I've had haven't done that. Anyway, so I heat them up quickly in my toaster oven. And then when I'm ready to assemble my tacos, I do a layer of hummus on the bottom. You could also use something to like spread, maybe Kite Hill. You could also use mashed avocado. And then I put on the tofu strips, and this just helps them like stay secure inside the taco. I top that with a little bit of jarred salsa, some sliced avocado, and whatever green I have on top. So I had some mixed greens in my fridge. It's great with romaine, it's great with spinach, it's great with kale, it's great with arugula, and that's my lunch. It took maybe 3 minutes to make. Again, one of those things that's so easy, tastes delicious, high in protein, filling, and just really good. So I just got back from a walk with Trevi, and first of all, it's 5 o'clock and it's still light out, which hooray, like best thing ever is about spring. Best thing ever about spring is getting all of the light. I love it. And I'm feeling like I want to make a little something to drink. My favorite, or one of my favorites, it's hard to choose what my favorite is, but one of my favorite things that SIGMATIC makes is their chai mixture. It tastes like a chai latte, but it actually is caffeine free. So I love having it in the afternoon because it gives me like this little kind of boost because it's got like healthy medicinal mushrooms in it, but it doesn't have the caffeine, so it's not going to affect my sleep at all. And I usually just make it like I do the coffee. I'm going to show you with my little frother, and I add some almond milk and maybe a little bit of sweetness, and it definitely satisfies that sweet craving and also just like holds me over until dinner time. So the chai is super easy to make. Like I said, I'm going to use my frother. I'm just going to open up the little chai packet, dump it right into my frother, and then I add in some almond milk. It's maybe like a 1/4 to 1/3 cup of almond milk. Top that with water, and then I just pop my frother right on the little machine, let it do its thing. And what's great about this little machine is that it heats everything up and blends at the same time. So you don't have to worry about like getting your blender dirty, pulling your blender out, blah, 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 blah. I'll link this one down below for you guys. I don't actually recommend this one because it's huge, but I do like having a frother. Either way, just let it froth, and then once it's all mixed together, you're done. And you can pour it into your mug, and it is a perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I thought it might also be helpful to just show you what I ordered this month from SIGMATIC. These are the products that I probably use the most. I did have some chai and some hot chocolate already, so I didn't reorder those, but my favorites are the chai, the hot chocolate, both varieties. Love the lion's mane, love the chaga, love the matcha. I take this with me when I travel always, so I actually don't use this daily because I like to save it for my travel. So I thought it would just be helpful to show you guys. Don't forget that you can get 15% off your first order by clicking the link down below. All right, so Matt is going to be home any minute, so I'm going to get started on dinner. My go-to quick and easy when I'm feeling super lazy dinner is definitely pasta. I love making pasta like pretty much any night of the week, but it's just so good. It's so cozy and comforting. And I'm gonna show you how to make my lemon garlic pasta, which is like what I make pretty much all the time. So it has veggies and it's really customizable based on whatever you have on hand. It's so easy to make. Like you can make it all in the time it takes for your pasta to cook. So like 10 minutes or so. And it's super flavorful. I have a trick of adding in a ton of protein, which is lentil pasta. I'll talk about more of that when I show you what pasta I'm using. But it's so easy, and let's go ahead and dive in. So like I mentioned, pasta is one of our favorite dinners. It's so easy, and you're gonna see when I make this in a second that it is even easier to add vegetables. So I'm gonna use some bean pasta. I like using bean pasta as my base because it's high in protein and it kind of acts as the pasta, but it also acts as a protein source. So I'm using red lentil pasta, and I just make a box of this. And as the pasta is cooking, when it has about 5 minutes left, I add in my vegetables directly into the pot, and it just kind of cooks them, and then you can just toss them with your sauce. So the vegetables that we're using today are basically just whatever I have on hand. Today it's gonna be broccoli, spinach, and asparagus. This is gonna be a very green pasta. I'll probably throw in some tomatoes at the end. And I'll just chop those up, chop the broccoli into florets, bite-sized pieces, leave the spinach whole, and chop the asparagus into like 1-inch spears. And again, like I mentioned, you're gonna just add this directly into the pot right before the pasta is done boiling, and that will cook the vegetables, and then you can just drain everything into one thing. So it's all together, everything's cooked together. And then I like to put the pasta and veggies back into the pot and add in our sauce or whatever sort of thing that we're doing tonight. So tonight we're gonna do lemon. We love lemon garlic pasta. We're gonna do some lemon zest as well as some lemon juice. We're also gonna add in some olive oil, some nutritional yeast, salt and pepper, duh. We also do some freshly grated garlic, so we just use garlic cloves and then grate them on a zester, and then finish it off with some red pepper flakes for heat, and we love spicy pasta, and it just adds a really nice little kick at the end. And stir it all together, call it a day. And again, you guys, this is one of those meals that is so easy to make. It might seem complicated, but it really takes maybe 10 minutes to put together. And if you do use a bean-based pasta, it is really filling. So that's amazing. You can also meal prep this ahead of time, just heat it up when you get to work, or you can eat cold pasta. I personally love cold pasta and cold pizza. And I do consider this a lazy meal because it took us less than 10 minutes to get dinner on the table, and it's healthy, which is always a win. All right, you guys, I'm going to finish today's video right here. Enjoy our pasta. I'm definitely gonna be having a cup of tea later, but I just wanna thank you so much for watching, and thank you to SIGMATIC for joining us in today's video. If you want to check out SIGMATIC, check out any of the products that I mentioned in today's video or the ones that I've talked about before. I'll link all of my favorites down below for you. Don't forget that you can get 15% off your first order by clicking the link that is right down below this video. So make sure to take advantage of that because they have an amazing product selection, and I use them in my daily life and I love them very much, and I think you guys will too. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!